Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new here, and of course welcome back if you're returning. I appreciate all of you for tuning in today. This video picks up where we left off prior to Thanksgiving. We had just gotten back from our camping trip, so this is the Monday after. So I'm doing a little Monday reset with unpacking everything that we took into the camper. And then we're actually going to, later on in the video we're going to decorate my first Christmas tree for the season. Before we start resetting the downstairs, I am going to share a quick Hobby Lobby haul with you guys. Some things for Thanksgiving and some things for fall. I know Thanksgiving is past, but bear with me. I just haven't been able to get the videos uploaded as quickly as I would like. But first we're going to start off with our coffee, and then I will see you guys in the dining room for the haul. And I had every intention on doing like a forward-facing haul, talking to you guys throughout this, but that didn't really work out. When I went back to listen, I couldn't hear any of my audio, but I could hear like a lot of the crickling of the paper and all that. So bear with me. These are placemats for the kiddos. Parents, actually adults, ended up using these just as much. We sat and we did the crossword puzzles and colored and stuff like that. So those were little placemats. Everything at Hobby Lobby was 50% off when I went in and picked these items up. So, and I still had some left over from the year before. So these were the disposable placemats that I got this year. They just say give thanks. And then sometimes we can have up to 30 people or more, and I just don't have the capacity to store stuff like that. Nor the desire. We like to be able to clean up quickly and move on. They're not formal, but they get the job done. This year we only had about 15 to 17 people. But yeah, they still came in handy. So these are the leftovers from the year before. And then these were the leftover kids' placemats from the year before. And next up were just these little coloring cards. I think they said give thanks. I can't remember. I won't buy these again. I'll use what we have. But the coloring pencils that I had and the crayons just didn't show it very well. And then these stickers I bought specifically for like little games and stuff. There was one that had a pie on it, so I put a pie sticker on the back of one of the dessert plates. And then there was one that had a turkey on it, so I put one underneath a dinner plate. And we had little appetizers, and I put like acorns and things like that under that one. And then as people were fixing their plates, I just kind of went around and looked underneath each plate. I didn't tell anybody that was a game, obviously. But whoever had that sticker ended up winning a gift card. And we had Starbucks, Five Guys, and a few other gift cards. So we did like 3 giveaways that way, and then we played some other games as well. So that's what I use those stickers for. And then next, I think we're going to move straight into what I picked up for Christmas. I got 2 of these wreaths. They will go on the mirror behind me. I've seen these at Hobby Lobby for several years, and I always thought they were really pretty. So this year I actually picked them up. Again, everything was 50% off. So yeah, those will go on the mirror behind the 2 mirrors behind me, which I've already, as I'm doing the voiceover for this video, I've already started decorating downstairs for Christmas. By the end of this video, you'll see me decorate the Christmas tree upstairs on our 3rd floor, which is a very, very old Christmas tree. So I'm pretty sure, I'm gonna say I'm probably the only one still decorating with the tree that assembles the way this one does. I just feel it. I feel it in my bones. I'm the only one doing it. But these were the other bulbs that I got. Balls. I love them. They're like that mercury glass looking. They look like old world and antique to me. I got 2 of them, one of the larger and one of the smaller. I would have gotten more, but I couldn't find any more in that color. But they're very similar to the reddish cranberry color ones that I got last year. So I already, like I said, I've already decorated my Christmas tree downstairs as well. So you'll see that coming up here very soon. And then these were gifts from my mom, but every year she buys me something. Either it's decorative for my home or like some serveware for entertaining. And so this year, this is what I chose. These light up, and I just thought they were very pretty. I'm turning out the lights so that it shows a little bit better. But these are both already hung also in my home. So and I love this one is like a snowy Christmas village. And when you turn it on, the moon, which it blinks. So now it makes me wonder, is that supposed to be like Santa on his sleigh Christmas Eve? I don't know. And all the lights in the homes turn on. And then this one, it just looks so magical to me. It's a train, like it's passing through a little town, and all the lights on the inside of the home and the train come on. I just think they're really, really pretty. So quickly, we're going to move on. When we go camping, I always pack one big bag. Well, not always, but I try to only pack one big bag that has like things we need for our kitchen items, my seasonings and things like that. And then my seasonings that I take with me, they all stay in a little container in my pantry that I can just either load up what I need, or sometimes it stays packed if it's things that I have duplicates of. My goal is to get a container. We've had our camper since this spring, let me just say that. So we've been on several camping trips, but we're still very new to RV life and things like that. So my goal is to get a container that has a top on it that I can seal tight and leave in the camper with all the seasonings and things like that we're going to need. I just hear horror stories about things invading your camper when it's not being used, and I just try my best not to keep anything in there that's going to attract anything. So for now, it all comes back out with us when we leave the camper. So I just have to go through every time and unpack all the bags. I still had a bag of like cold items that were in our garage refrigerator that I also had to bring out. But yeah, so I'm just unpacking everything that we took. Some things needed to be washed. All of our linens are already started in the washing machine. And then once all of those are done, like our towels, our sheets, and things like that, I wash them, dry them, fold them back up, and then they go into a really big, oversized bag that a comforter came in that I just kept because I knew I would need it one day. But it just makes it easier for us to just load everything up into that bag and then carry it back out. And then the night before when we got home, I didn't cook, so we picked up Longhorn Steakhouse on our way home, and then all of our to-go containers and things like that are in that bag. So that's why you see me struggling trying to get that bag into the trash. And we had some leftovers that when I brought them home, I stored them in these little to-go containers. I keep some in the camper, and then I obviously keep the ones here at home. But these, I'm going to clean them out, and then I'm going to put them back in that bag so that they can be taken back out to the camper, so that the next time we need them, they're already there, and I don't have to worry about it. My husband might take the bag back out. He has to go where we keep it and cut grass this weekend, so he might take the bag back with him when he goes. So we're just tidying up the kitchen, and then we're going to go and decorate the oldest Christmas tree, probably being decorated on the internet these days. So now we are headed up to the third floor. We kind of consider this like our theater room, even though it doesn't have theater room seating or anything like that. It's just a very comfortable room. The furniture in this room is the furniture that we have had since 2003. My husband picked this furniture out in his very first house, and it has come along with us all of this time. This room, like I said, we just watch movies and things like that up here. If we have guests, they stay up here. We have a queen size air mattress that we'll put up here sometimes. There's a bathroom up here, so that way our guests don't have to worry about sharing a bathroom with our boys. Or if we have multiple guests, then everybody kind of spreads out. But this tree, we're going to go ahead. I keep it up here in this closet just because this is the only space that I use it in. And then those are all of the ornaments that came off of there last year. I don't know why they're in that container like that. But so we're going to go ahead and pull this tree out. And I'm going to show y'all in just a second why this is the oldest tree being decorated on. I haven't seen one being decorated like this. If you have one, let me know. But this tree is pretty old. I can't recall if I've had this tree since, it's at least been since 2009, 2010, which doesn't seem that long ago, but I think it was prior to that. Either this is my tree from my apartment, or this is the tree. We moved for about a year for my husband's job, but we were in an apartment and we still had our home. But because we were there for a year, we needed a Christmas tree, and the Christmas tree I had was too big. So I think we bought this Christmas tree then, but I'm not sure. But what makes this Christmas tree the oldest tree out there right now is that you have to put every single branch. So that's a bundle of branches. That's one row. And then each row is color coordinated, and there are little holes on the trunk of the tree that color coordinate with the stems. They're coordinated by size. And so you just have to, I organize this box very well. All of the colors stay together so that they're not a mess when it's time for me to put the tree up again the next year. So if anybody that's, King of Christmas or any of those Christmas tree places want to bless your girl with 14 followers with a Christmas tree, I'd be happy to take it. But yeah, this is a tree that you have to literally put each and every branch in and fluff them, accordingly. So I'm not going to bore you with that, but I am going to show you how I have to put the first row in, and then next time you'll see it, it'll be just about completely done. This tree is so old. It sheds so bad. I'm surprised that there's even tree left. Like there's even greenery left on the tree, because when I show you the floor after I'm done putting it together, you're going to be like, well, how is there even still green on the tree? Considering I've been putting this tree up for I don't know how many years now, and every year it sheds exactly the same, but there still seems to be green on the tree. I don't get it. But yeah, let me know if you still have a Christmas tree like this. Eventually we'll get rid of it, but it's like one of those things that in the moment, unless I catch a sale at the end of the season, I'm not going to go out and spend money on a tree when I already have one upstairs. I mean, the one that we used to use in our downstairs, our main Christmas tree, until 3 years ago, I think this is our third or fourth year with the tree that we use down there now. That Christmas tree was the exact same way. It was 7.5 feet and it was a bigger tree, but it was still, you got to stick every stem in, which I still might put that tree up again this year in another part of the house. But it's only been 3 years since we upgraded to a tree that was, number one, pre-lit, and number two, that came in 4 sections. And once you stick them in, all they do is unfold and the lights come on when you connect each section. Yeah, it's just been 3 years since we started doing that. So let me know. And like I said, here I am wrapping all the lights. I just go around and I very loosely drape the lights on there. And then I go back in and just kind of like fill them in with any dark spots or anything like that. So no rhyme or reason. I just very lightly drape them on there just to make sure I have coverage for the whole tree. And then I go in and kind of disperse them evenly. Like the other tree in our house, this tree is, the ornaments for it are either handmade ornaments my kids made as children. There are some very old Christmas bulbs that I'm using on this tree. These icicles that I'm putting on, I have had since probably my first Christmas tree that I ever put up in my own apartment back in the late 90s. A lot of them are like little handmade things that my kids made for school and things like that. I am going to go in. I found, I have some green Christmas balls that I found that we use on a smaller tree when we traveled for Christmas a couple of years ago. And so I'm going to go ahead and add those to the tree. And you'll see it at the end how it turned out. But yeah, the shedding is absolutely bonkers. I guess I'll just keep using this tree until there's no more greenery, until it's really looking like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I'm just going to go ahead, tidy up the space, do a little bit of dusting. It really wasn't too bad up here at all. So I'm going to dust, and then that's going to do it. That's just a quick overview of the room. I vacuumed up all of the pine needles from the tree. But I'm going to go ahead and start my Roomba, which I call her Susie, so that she can get the rest of the room and leave. When I come back up, I'll have all those nice pretty carpet lines. I went downstairs into my decor closet and I found the tree skirt and the green balls. So this is how this tree turned out with my angels and the green balls. It's green, gold, and handmade or homemade for the most part. Almost all of the decor on these trees that was not handmade or like one of my kids' crafts is from Dollar Tree. I think the green balls came in a box with like red and silver, and those might have come from Walmart because the little tree came from Walmart. But and then these angels are actually Princess House. I've had those since forever, like again, late 90s. So this is how this tree turned out. It's only the tree is 6 feet, but it sits at the back of our house, and as I'm entering our neighborhood on the back side of my home, it looks a lot bigger from the window, and so it's just a nice little glow, and it's way up there. Like, it's a pretty high up tree, so I love the way it looks from the outside when I'm coming into the neighborhood. And then I actually have this on a timer that's plugged into the wall, so that it comes on every night. I don't have to come up here every night and plug it in or anything like that. So this is how this tree worked out. I might add a little bit of more decor up here later, depending on what I have left over after decorating the first floor and the second floor. But this is it for now in this room. Come back for the next video as we will be decorating downstairs. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.